Do 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 do. Dum dum dum. Do 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 do. Dum dum dum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Good afternoon, boys and girls, and children of all ages, and welcome to another exciting episode of Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez, and we're going to tell it Tuesday, guys. We're going to tell it Tuesday. Everyone get their morning stretch in. Get their morning stretch in. You ease its pain. Get that glass of water in you. Get that water for the day. If you did that morning walk already, I applaud you. I applaud you for sure. Those of us that do morning calisthenics, way to go. The rest of you, you need that afternoon music mix in your car. We get that. We get the gist of it. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. Hello, Facebook. Hello, X, and hello, YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and the shares on the show. As we're winding out 2023, and we know that Santa is checking his list. He's checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty and who's nice. Hopefully, we've all been a little bit of naughty in our own adult way out there in 2023. But we do have high fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug this thing out. Get in here for the real thing. Make it really count for the things that are all intents and purposes out there to equate to us having a great and magnificent day for sure. Boots on the ground all over the place. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you in relationships, financially, living wise, transportation wise, whatever you're celebrating today, congratulations to you. If you got engaged this past week, congratulations. Shout out to my dude, Butch again, and Katie. Way to go. And if you're about to go on a vacation for the very first time and it's all about you and you feel a little naive, a little insecure, it's going to be okay. You deserve it. You deserve it for sure. Let's get through our pillars of the day. Let's let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. Laughter is key. And I think Tuesdays in the sports world, especially college football and the NFL, the reason I say Tuesdays, Sundays you get to reflect on what happened Saturday in college football. Okay. Sunday you also get to enjoy the NFL. Monday, we realize what happened Saturday. We're coming to grips with what happened on Sunday. Monday, we have Monday Night Football. We take it in. We ease its pain. But Tuesday, you really drink that cup of coffee and you say to yourself, damn, that really did happen. It's like a coming to the realization of what really happened. I think Tuesdays, it all comes together. Most people think Tuesdays for tacos. Other people think it's for tequila. I think it's about bringing everybody together on Tuesday. Let's bring everybody together each and every Tuesday. For all the adults out there still trying to get on the right list of behavior, Santa is still watching for sure. Lots of things to talk about today on the show. Again, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much. And thank you and special shout out to Summer Properties located here in South City, locally owned and family owned, single family housing, temporary housing, anything you may need. The website is coming at the beginning of the year. Stay tuned for that. But anytime they do get a property listing available, I will share it on our social media platforms for sure. Shout out to all the sponsors. They have something for you, a coworker, a loved one, the kid in you, or the adult in you. Check out the website today at www.dremontez.com. Got to get it all in. Got to get it. Well, one more thing got to tell you. It's Tuesday. And Tuesdays, we used to go to the track on Tuesday, but, the season over with right now. But we going to we're gonna regroup to that when it's season time again to hit the track over in beautiful, lovely Collinsville at the FanDuel horse track over there. But don't forget, there's always sports going on, and FanDuel has you covered over there. Lots of sports going on. College sports, NHL hockey, NFL, NBA basketball for sure. FanDuel Collinsville has you covered for sure. Shout out to my man Alex at the track. I'm looking forward to horse track season next year. I cannot wait for sure. All right, guys, back into it. Here we are. It's Tuesday. We've all had that moment to soak in and realize what happened over the weekend. Whether it's bowl games, whether it's coaches talking, whether it's the outcome of the games, whether it's things we cannot control. Either way, it's Tuesday, and here we are. And I'm to the point right now to say maybe Chip Kelly was onto something. Maybe Chip Kelly didn't put it the right way, but he got people listening. If you didn't hear what Chip Kelly said, a lot of people in college football were a little displeased in the way the college football playoff tree came about based on what transpired with Florida State later in the year and the way that Bama got in and what happened with The Ohio State and UGA. It was an ugly, ugly situation. People are still upset and concerned about it. We know next year the 12-team format is coming. That's a little bit too late. Some of us need help right now. We don't need help next week. Damn it, we need help right now. And the help that was needed in college football is not there. So everybody's at this point right now. They're throwing out their own suggestions and scenarios to please everyone in the sports world, especially college football. So Chip Kelly suggested, hey, how about we all go independent in football? It's 132 teams. Let's all go independent. Hey, Notre Dame did it. Notre Dame goes independent in football. They play under the Big East, under everything else. He could be on to something. I think he hit a nerve, the right kind of nerve, when he said, hey, we can sponsor these things with different sponsors. Oh, that's cha-ching. That's money. Anything that makes dollars and makes sense in the NCAA, they want to listen. And that right there, to me, made sense. Everyone gets their own independent league going. You get your own schedule of 7 teams and your 2 out-of-conference games. You form a 64-team playoff tree. Everybody has a television contract. From that television contract, there's what, guys? There's revenue generated, okay? With that revenue generated, maybe that could negate the NIL and stop all the confusion. What's going on right now, whether wrong or right, there's not enough information right now. And the data that we're getting off NIL is not in a more positive way than we want it to be. So we take that responsibility away, okay, and use that revenue sharing right there, okay, and do what with it, boys and girls? Pay the players. There we go. Now we get into the actual point. All this all started. The players are the star. Pay them. But no, they want to come up with a way that legally sets the men from the boys in a way that certain groups and people can profit off of this in a legal way without nobody really paying attention. Not so fast, my friend, because not everybody's been getting paid on these NIL deals and situations. And the fact some of these kids are signing 20% of their future earnings away. Hello, where's the liaison in the financial world, in the fiscal world? Make this make sense to these kids in today's terms. The fast cash now, the fast act I want it now needs to slow down a little bit. Because in 5 to 10 years down the line, you're going to be wondering, what the hell did I do? You got to pay attention to the writing on the wall and listen to people that have been down this path before. Now, this NIL deal situation is new, but not the fact people are profiting off of collegiate athletes. That's not new at all. That's been around since the days of time. But Chip Kelly is on to something, going independent. Look at the different leagues and different conferences right now. Is it more designed to help out the college football athlete or the basketball athlete, the baseball, the volleyball, the hockey, when these football teams are changing alliances, joining a new conference? It's to benefit the football team. The football team is the moneymaker. at a majority of these 132 schools in this conversation. So if it's going to make sense to anybody in NCAA, you throw in that sponsorship work, now we're talking. You throw in revenue sharing with the players, now we're talking. You're talking about taking away the NIL deal to make it make sense to the powers that be. Now you got the right people paying attention. I think Chip Kelly is on the right path. We just got to straighten it up a little bit. You got to pretty that up a little bit. Put some lipstick on that thing, some booty shorts, some spandex, or maybe some yoga pants. That'll do it. But that's what needs to be done. He's on the right track in the situation. Things before we heard the very first time didn't sound right. I don't think that's going to go right. But then they show us, and it's done the right way after a few kinks and jiggles are done. That's why I think they're at. But I think Chip Kelly is on to something for sure. Speaking on to something, I think the streaming wars are getting a little ridiculous. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that I sit up here and watch every hockey game. No. I had no idea that it was that difficult to watch the St. Louis Blues hockey team in the St. Louis viewing area. I had no idea it was that much of a struggle. I had no idea. So I talked to someone that was telling me the struggle bus of the streaming wars, not just with sports, ladies and gentlemen, but we're talking movies, we're talking TV shows, we're talking series. I think they have crossed the line. And what's about to come or possibly happen for St. Louis Cardinal fans and St. Louis Blues fans may not be the direction we want this to go. Who is speaking up for the fans, for the viewers, the ones that are paying for these subscriptions, the ones that are extenuating their data, the ones that are upgrading their television services to keep up with the Joneses? Where's the our side of this saying, hey, that's a little bit too much? I mean, can we a la carte our bundle? I mean, must I really get Sling over here, Hulu over here, Netflix over here, what else? Prime over here, Apple TV over here, just to satisfy me watching television? You add that up with your internet service? Who is this for? Who is this for? To watch a baseball game, your local team, and if they're not good, lo and behold, you in trouble. If your baseball team is not good, I pray for you. You're going to go through a whole lot to watch them. But for the markets, for the majority of baseball fans, it's a joy to watch your team at home sometimes. If you can't go to every damn home game, it's a joy. It's a pleasure. It's a joy. It's a pleasure to watch the away games at home in the comfort of your home. But to get 3 to 5 different streaming services just to watch one sport, that's a little bit egregious. They've crossed the line. We thought they went too far when they kind of snuck up and went up on the replica jerseys from $29.99 to $74.99 in a year and a half. You didn't think we paid attention, but we did. We have got to pay attention on this streaming. Any TV show you want to watch, that's a different streaming service. God forbid you want to watch a movie. Oh, you're in trouble. You have to Google what you want to watch to find out where to watch it at. That's crazy. That's in the words of the Man Cave president a few years ago when he still had a pager. He said, let me page my wife to page her to tell her where I'm at. But I'm going to put your number in the phone, so she's going to page me twice. That's where we're at. We're going back and forth for no reason at all. There has to be a streaming service coming this way, please, very, very fast. Somebody that can answer these questions for us. The ridiculous amount of fee for the lack of data that we're getting, for the small fees for the lack of service that we're getting. $5.99 or you're out of your mind, there has to be a catch. There has to be a catch. I miss the good old days of just turning the TV on, using your rabbit ears, putting on channel 2, channel 4, channel 11, or channel 30 to watch anything you wanted to watch. Then the days of getting cable TV came in. Then they tricked us with the damn TiVo and the DVR. Now they really got us. They streaming shit. They getting us. We must fight back some kind of way. We can't fight back by saying, no, we're not going to watch this shit because we're lying to ourselves. We're lying. We didn't care that much damn about the damn turtles 25 years ago, but now we're supposed to care about the turtles. Please, people, you're killing me with that shit. But we must have some form of common sense here, people, that's selling us these goods and services on how to watch movies, sports, and television shows. I'm caring. I'm trying to show that I care this holiday season. And I don't think these streaming people are knowing it because we're in a streaming war right now. If you forget your password, you're fucked. You can't share anymore. We're on our own right now. We're on our own right now. We're on an island by ourselves out here in the streaming world. If you got cable, satellite, jailbroken Fire Stick, Hulu, Netflix, Apple TV, and Prime, what's that? $300 a month? It's not making sense to me. If we're going to have all these streaming services, then can I get movie theater popcorn sold everywhere then? Can I get movie theater popcorn sold everywhere then? If we're going to have all these streaming wars right here, even the shit sold at the stadiums, we should be able to buy that in the store too. Prices just keep going up, but the quality of play goes down. Make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Hey, what's up, Mickey? What's going on? What's up, Ann? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, good people. If you're just tuning in, we talked a little bit about Chip Kelly and his idea about college football going independent. I like it. And we just got done talking and discussing about the streaming wars that are going on right now. How many different streaming services do you have just to watch television? Just to watch your favorite television series? To watch movies? Something children programming. How about that? How about sports? How many different streaming services are you paying for? Even with the bootleg, you paid a flat fee. It ain't like it's a real hookup. You paid something. Nothing's for free anymore. For the last time, Susan, there's no such thing as a free trip to Vegas, okay? That man wants something from you, okay? All right, just keep that in mind. This holiday season, I thought about something to think about the people out there sometimes we forget about. We forget about people sometimes. And they do the best to be a part of everything they try to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about this with all the extra funds out there I'm always hearing about. Can we put that to really good use? And what I mean by that, this holiday season, I think we ought to try something different. We're always wondering where that relative is at who went out on December 22nd. Here it is, Christmas. Big mama looking for you. Aunt looking for you. Grandpa looking for you. But you done went out and did something you had no business doing. You got locked up. So you in jail. I think since they took away the blotter, since they took away the most interesting thing for its no seriousness, but just keeping it in the holiday spirit of the St. Louis world, we should get a jail scroll on the bottom of the screen on Christmas, on the bottom of the screen, to let us know everybody all right, just their name and their happy holidays from jail. Just give us a jail scroll of who got locked up. Not who in there right now, but who got locked up and gonna miss Christmas. So those ones that, that always get in trouble around that time, that way we can just look at the TV and say, oh, well the baby's okay. At least there it is right there. I'm thinking about the people this year. They're always going through those times right there for sure. But it is the holiday season. Let's think about those loved ones in this time of need, not just the young ones, the ones up there getting up there in age for sure. Hug a one, hug somebody, smile at somebody, and most importantly, do something for a veteran. Do something for a veteran for sure. Don't forget to stay hydrated, people. It's important. Stay hydrated. Oh, the holiday season came and went, didn't it? What are they saying in the room? What are they saying in the room? Oh, yes. Thank you for the happy holidays as well to you too, Ann. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, the holiday spirit is getting out there, man. I think people are a little cautious sometimes because the reciprocation is not the same when you say to somebody, hey, happy holidays. They just give you that look. Just keep it moving. Just keep it on moving. Just keep it on moving. Just keep it on moving for sure. We also get caught up when we see how much somebody make, we automatically assume something. When we see them driving a particular type of car, we automatically assume something. In the sports world and in the real world, when we find out how much money our friends make, it brings me to this phrase here. Are you taking your job serious? What I mean by that, are you taking your job serious enough to equate the pay that you're getting? If you make $80,000 out here in the IRL in real life, are you doing 80 grand of work? Are you taking your job serious? Now, I'm going to shift this on over to them sports people. I don't think they're taking their job serious for the most part. If you look at a particular group of athletes, then look at their social media. Tell me which one they're taking more serious. Which one are they getting paid to do? You're getting paid $37 million to play football, not for IG, X, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok videos. No, that's not why we're paying you. They're more worried and concerned about what's going on the social media. When did the focus on you taking your job seriously in the sports world to on this bullshit on social media? If they took their job serious, we would not be having these discussions and these problems with media folk questioning your style of play, your work ethic, your statistical output. What this not measuring up, but you all over the IG. You all over X. You on YouTube. You on TikTok. You on other people's podcasts. But you're not taking your job serious. You're getting paid $37 million in 6 months of work. And you can't give me a strong work ethic? What happened to that? What did we lose that at in today's athlete that they're more concerned, not about the dollar amount, not about the job and task at hand, but about their social media following and how to do better, other than getting better at the game, learning your job better, learning how to take advantage of your position, your skill set, learning more about the opponent than about yourself. What happened to that? There may be 3% of athletes that really take their job seriously. 3%. The rest don't. They don't. They in it for the money, the clout, the ass, the perks, the ass, the perks, the money, the ass. They're not in it for the game. They're not. Them days of having somebody in the likes of a Kobe Bryant, them days are over, far gone and done. We will never have an athlete in basketball that loved basketball the way Kobe Bryant did. Never. 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 The day's over. Enjoy it. Rent a movie. Read a book about how it used to be about loving your job and doing your job. They don't do it today. They do it half-ass. And then when you criticize them or you talk them up, they work less. They don't work harder. I think the fans and fandom does more work at a particular sport they're fond of than players in a particular sport that they're fond of. I bet we do more work than they do. I bet we've watched more game film about them and their upcoming opponent than some of these damn players have. And they get paid to do it. But here we are wondering why they didn't catch the ball, why they couldn't convert on 3rd and 2, why you couldn't score from first base, because you're out of shape. They're not taking their job serious. They're not taking their job serious. But I tell you one thing, those that enjoy taking a job serious don't have the window of opportunity as it used to be, but knows what it feels like. And when they get that opportunity again, they're going to do what? They're going to show up and show out. I never thought I would say this, but Drew Lock, the Monday Night Football recap last night. Drew Lock from Mizzou. Drew Lock, former Denver Bronco. That Drew Lock went 94 yards. 92 yards. One timeout. 132 on the clock. Drew Lock did that against Philly. Talking about emotional win. When you've won at a high level before and you have to prove yourself over again and you get the opportunity to prove yourself and it doesn't go as planned and people are second guessing your doubt, your commitment, your professionalism, your skill set. Do you want to play this game? Do you love this game? Drew Lock went through that. What happened in Denver was atrocious. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. But that's part of the game. That's part of the growing curve in professional sports. There are going to be some ups and a fuckload of downs and a whole lot of doubt. Overcoming them is even more than winning the battle. That's why he was emotional last night. Emotional victory for Drew Lock. Don't know how far it's going to go, but damn it, you need a game like that. When you're that type of a quarterback that believes in yourself and that window is closing each and every day, and you get just one chance to get through that window, you're going to do what? Take advantage of it. Let me tell you what else he took advantage of. The matchup. James Bradbury. The game-winning touchdown was thrown. James Bradbury. I don't know if it was the defensive coordinator that called that type of defense on a 92-yard drive done by Seattle with Drew Lock with one timeout in the fourth quarter, and you're up by 4. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on now. I don't want to hear Jalen was sick. Well, he chose to play. Ever since Michael Jordan played that flu game, everybody tries to play in a game sick to try to get that moment, get that Disney moment. Damn that. If you're hurt, don't play. If you're sick, don't play. If you got the bubble guts, don't play. If you're shitting every 3 seconds, don't play. I don't want to hear, oh, he wasn't 100%. Well, he shouldn't have played. Shouldn't have played. I don't feel sorry for you. Be who you are. Stop trying to be who we think you want us to think you want to be. But Drew Lock, James Bradbury, they went 5 for 5, 100 yards and 1 tutty against you in defensive coverage yesterday. 5 for 5, 100 yards and a touchdown. That defensive coverage was atrocious. But we know why Philly's not winning. We know why they're not winning. Because Philly can't do what? Run the ball. Philly stopped running the ball. Philly ran the ball like they ran the ball last year. Different team. And they do what this year? They're turning the ball over at a high alarming rate. And what else? They can't play defense. They cannot stop the pass. You can't have those 3 elements going into what, kids? Late December and January. Because what does that mean? Playoff football time. You can't have those 3 strikes against you. Turn the ball over at a high alarming rate. You're not running the ball. And your defensive pass coverage is horrible. How can we fix this, boss? That's 3 losses in a row. Every time Dallas wins, Philly fans hate. When Philly wins, Dallas fans go off on Philly. When the Giants, I'm not saying nothing about the Giants. Between the Giants, the G-Men, Philly, Dallas, and San Fran, this is worse than the Hatfield and McCoys of competitive edge in the NFC to me. Even though the Giants are not where we think they would be at or should be at, just a little exciting the way they're trying to do all this, but we missed that last time the G-Men played. So that's what I saw from the game last night. I didn't think with the matchup that Seattle would win the game that way. I said going into this game, knowing Pete Carroll, he's a defensive-minded guy, he loves going up against a team with the offense skill set like Philly. So that's why I met with that, in that regard right there for sure. The Drains, Bradbury did not help Philly at all. They went 5 of 5 against him in decent defensive one-on-one matchups, 100 yards and a touchdown he gave up, and it happened to be the game-winning touchdown. The hell of a game by Drew Lock. Never thought I would say that. The last time he had a game-winning drive like that was over 1,100 days ago when he was with the Denver Broncos, for sure. Well, I guess we get to find out if the sit-down really worked. Did the punishment fit the crime? And did we learn anything from our time away from the NBA? That being in Ja Morant is back tonight as the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans take place tonight. But Ja is back. We've learned some things about Ja, whether you agree, disagree. Is him being young, he too close to his dad, he don't have no real friends, he got coattail riders. He need to change his whole crew, stay out the strip club, take your ass home, stop trying to be a thug. There's all kind of things you can say about what has happened with Ja Morant. Here's something I have not heard yet. I haven't heard from Ja Morant and what he is making of all this without a publicist, without any hashtags. I want to hear from Ja what you learned this time down, what you think about your actions that led up to that. And moving forward, what is the main thing you think you need to do, and what is the main thing you think you need to stop from going back where we were at? That'll be the main thing I want to hear from Ja Morant right there. I don't care about what book you read, what movies you watched on Netflix, how's your 2K skill set. I don't hear about none of that. I want to hear about you as the individual. What did we learn? How can we move on from this? And what tools and resources do we need to not to go back to that town again, that area of lifestyle? Because that was getting ugly. A lot of older people were like hitting each other like, hey, we done seen this shit before. We don't want this to end badly. We're liking the product that we're seeing on the basketball court. It's good for Memphis. It's good for basketball. It is good for that age demographic because they need somebody with some positive videos, positive things to see, to keep that wheel going as well. We don't need no one to say, I want to do the same thing he did. No, that's not the way to go. The sports world is different. I don't care how tough you are anymore. You got to be smarter than the game. You got to understand it's a business now. Yeah, you're playing a sport in the business world. Keep that in mind. You're playing a sport in a business world. They all have that one word attached to it, entertainment. Meaning people want to do what? Make money. They don't want to do what? Lose money. That's what we have for sure. What you got right there, Caleb? He needs to focus on his career, and that's playing basketball. Yeah. So I talked about that earlier, man. Taking your job serious. They don't realize they're getting paid to work, and their work is a particular sport they're getting paid to play. Instead of worrying about their social media skill set, they need to worry about getting better at their job, honing their craft, being in shape, getting ready for the game. They need to do things of that nature. I don't think I follow one professional athlete that plays in any realm of sports now on social media. Now, when you get done, yeah, while you're playing, no. Remember, you was a kid, you had that one friend that could not have company because what? He was doing his homework. That's it. These players are doing their homework. Leave them alone while the season is going on. That includes you women too and you men too. Yes, you too. Leave them alone and let them concentrate and get better. You see them out in the club at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, go home and read the playbook. They torched you last week. You can't read a defense. Instead of, hey, you want to dance? Hey, where you want to go eat at? Hey, go to your room and read the playbook. How about that? That's the best advice we can give athletes that we see out after midnight. Let's all tell them that. You see an athlete out from now on and they're in season sport, tell them, Go home, watch some game film. Go home, watch some game film. You don't need to be watching no OnlyFans. You need to read that Only playbook. How about that? That should be the only thing you should be doing. That Only playbook. How about that? If they did that, maybe they could handle the criticism a little better. Well, either way, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you again for tuning in to another exciting, fun-filled packed episode of Montez at Midday. I want you guys. Yeah, everybody need to get their ass in the gym. A whole lot of them. Whole lot of them. Whole lot of them. Yeah, baseball players, we talking to y'all asses too. Y'all got a problem too. Yeah, gotcha. All right, good folks. Thank you again for tuning into the show. It's been a pleasure. It's been real. I want you to enjoy the rest of your holiday shopping season right now and keep the positive outlook going. And most importantly, don't forget to appreciate the details of the day. And as they say in the hood, I'll holler at you later. Peace. Until next time.